Hey guys, what's up? It's Danny, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys 10 things that you must do before you graduate high school. Guys, it is officially 2019. I want to wish everybody watching this a happy new year, and I hope you enjoyed your holiday season. For college students like me, that means that we have a whole new semester ahead of us, and for high school seniors, that means that you only have a couple of more months until you graduate high school. This video is for you high school seniors out there, guys. I want you to finish it off right, which is why I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 things that you have to do in high school before you graduate. Before I tell you guys my 10 tips, check out my channel where I do videos and vlogs revolving around school and lifestyle, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my weekly uploads. And also follow me on social media on Instagram and on Snapchat at Goalkeeper Danny to see what I do day to day as a college student. But now it's time to reveal the 10 things that you must do before you graduate high school. Number 1 on the list is to join a sport. Even if you're not a good athlete or you've never played a sport in your life, I highly recommend that you join a sport before you graduate high school. Besides meeting other people, representing your school, competing against other schools, just feeling like a badass when you do something that you never thought you could do before. Joining a sport allows you to learn new skills like time management and cooperating with others. And if you've never been an athletic person, it allows you to try something new. Throughout high school, I ended up doing 3 sports: soccer, cross country, and track and field. Soccer I played for years, but running, cross country, track and field, that was all new to me, and at the end of the day I ended up loving running, and I still do it in college. Ask the coach if you could join the team, and if you're not good enough just because you don't have that much playing experience, at least you could still be part of the team and practice and just gain all the valuable things that come with joining a sport. Number 2 on our list is to join a club or school organization. This is a great way to get involved. It looks really good on your high school resume, and it's an amazing way to help out the community. You get to meet a lot of people with similar interests, you get a lot of opportunities to learn and develop yourself, and on top of that, you get to meet a lot of new friends. My main thing with the club is to join something that really interests you and something that you're passionate about. Don't just sign up for a random club because you think it'll look good on your resume. Sign up for something that really interests you and commit to that club and get involved as much as you can. Number 3 on our list is something that I think a lot of people take for granted, and that is that you should learn a language before you graduate. A lot of high schools offer different languages, but I think students take it for granted just to do the easy electives, but trust me, learning a language can be a really rewarding process. Especially if you're interested in studying abroad or just traveling more throughout your life, learning a language is something that really can help you out. Also, no matter what job you end up getting at the end of the day, knowing another language could really put you at an advantage. So if your school offers different language electives, take advantage of it and learn something new. Number 4 in my list is to learn how to drive and get your driver's license. Guys, the time to learn how to drive is in high school. That is when you have your parents around you. That is when you have more free time to do more things. Learn how to drive right now while you're in high school. You don't want to procrastinate and learn how to drive in college. Trust me, I know the excuses that people make to not learn how to drive. You have people saying, oh, I really want a car, but I'm just gonna have to wait later on because my parents can't afford a car right now. And then you have people that are just like, oh, I'm gonna Uber forever. I don't want to learn how to drive. I don't really want a car. If you really want a car but your parents can't afford it, just work for it. There are some really cheap cars out there that will get you around. And if you're one of those people that are just like, oh no, I'm too scared to drive, I don't want to learn how to drive, at one point or another, you're gonna have to learn how to drive, so why not do it now in high school? Number 5 on the list is to find a hobby. Now I know this one might be kind of hard just because high school is like such a repetitive process. You wake up at like 7 a.m., then you end at like 3 p.m., at least that's how it was for me. But find something outside academics that really interests you, like playing a sport, working out, making videos. I think this is really important because if you find a hobby that you really like, you could do something on your free time that you enjoy and that you're passionate about. And having a hobby also functions as a stress reliever, so you're not caught up in academics and in studying all the time. Next up on our list is to go to a party in high school. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I was really shy in high school and I didn't want to go to parties and go to other people's houses, but once I started going with my friends, it became really fun. And even if the party is really bad, you don't know anybody at all, or might have gotten shut down by the police, there is always an adventure to going and leaving a party that just gives it a thrill. I remember sometimes me and my friends would go to these parties that were really bad, or we saw something that we didn't like, and we would leave and we would still do something after. It was all cool. But if the party ended up being good, something that I liked is that you got to meet people from other high schools, which was great because, seeing the same people in high school every day could get kind of boring. My tips and advice for high school parties, I know I'm gonna sound like a dad right now, but number 1, be very careful out there. Number 2, don't get peer pressured into doing anything you don't want to do. And number 3, don't do anything stupid or illegal or something that could get you in trouble, because it will get you at the end of the day. Now, next up on our list is to go to a school dance, mainly prom. Like I said earlier, I was kind of shy sometimes, and at first I didn't want to go to my high school prom, but I ended up going and it was a really good time. You have like prom, which is like the main school event when you're like with all your high school friends, but then you also have like after parties, which are also really fun because you're just like with everybody. And if there really aren't any after parties, I just recommend that you do something really cool with your friends. Now, my thing with prom that I low-key kind of regret is to ask someone out. I didn't ask out anybody, even though I should have, but that's why I'm telling you guys to ask someone out, to not make the mistakes I did. Trust me, ask them out. Ask that guy or girl out, whether it's somebody you've been in love with for 3 years and you just haven't told them, or even if it's just a friend, but ask them out, do something like really cool. I remember I had this like drone prom proposal idea and I never did it because I didn't ask anybody out. But go to prom, ask someone out. You're only gonna be able to do this once in your life, so there are no regrets. Next up on our list, which is like the more like rebellious thing on the list, is to skip class at least one day and do something cool with your friends. Now, I know in my channel I promote school, I promote academics, I promote studying and all that good stuff, but trust me, if you skip one day to do something really fun with your friends, it won't really matter on the long run. But you see, there are 2 ways to skip class. One of them is a smart way and one of them is the dumb way. Starting off with the smart way of skipping class is just to like not show up to school at all. Don't show up to school, just meet up with your friends, go to the beach, go to the mall, but don't show up to school. And then the dumb way is to like go to school and then try to like escape and physically ditch class. Do it the smart way. It kind of follows a whole like, oh, you don't have to be there if you don't want to be there. Just meet up with your friends directly at the beach, at the mall, at a restaurant, wherever you're gonna meet up. Now, with the dumb way, here's a problem. It could really get you in trouble, and also, why did you even show up in the first place if you were trying to do something that didn't involve going to school? That's my logic, so just do it the smart way. Also, skip class on a good day. I know nowadays they have like senior skip days. Skip it when you know you're gonna have an easy day, no exams, no hard classes. Because imagine skipping class when you have like a really important test or just something really important in school, and then you like skip and then it like screws you over. And also, just do it once with your friends. You know, I don't want it to be like a habit where you're skipping class like every day. Don't let the senioritis get to you guys. Skipping class is not good. Next up on our list is to end high school on a positive note with your teachers. High school teachers work hard. Imagine going to a building and teaching like hundreds of kids on a daily. That is not an easy job. Make sure you end it on a positive note with all your teachers, even if you really, really hate them. Now, I know some of you are just like, oh, this is pointless. You know, I'm gonna move on after high school. I'm never gonna see them again. But trust me, you never know when you're gonna reconnect with someone. You never know if you're gonna need a letter of recommendation from a specific teacher, or you never know if you're gonna like work with them in the future or like re-encounter them in a workplace. Teachers work hard and they try to do the best for you, so make sure if you really appreciated what they did in high school to thank them. And if you really, really hated your teacher for whatever reason, just make sure to end it on a positive note. Now, number 10 and the last thing that you should do in high school before you graduate is to do a trip with your friends. Whether it's a summer trip, winter break trip, small weekend trip, or even a spring break trip, you want to make sure you do something really cool and memorable with all your friends, because trust me, when you go to college, everybody splits in their own little ways and you don't know when you're going to see them again. And even if you do see each other in college, I think doing a trip is just something really cool you could do before graduating. It doesn't have to be something really expensive like traveling throughout Europe or, you know, seeing Asia, but even if you do something really cool, like maybe going to like a beach house or like a forest or camping, it will be a really, really memorable experience. All right, guys, so there you had it. Those were 10 things that you must do before you graduate high school. Even if you can't do all these things, I hope you at least do one of them, and trust me, it will make your high school experience just a little bit better. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up down below and also subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my weekly uploads. Guys, that is pretty much it for me, but always, always, always remember to stay hydrated.